Well, back to the bottom. My name is Beast, and today we're back with more Onigokko. This won't be my first glass of meat today. There's like a Christmas market in town today, and I basically went over there for maybe an hour. Just played the lottery there. Got like a steak sandwich, some chocolate coated grapes, and a cup of hot mead with cherry juice in it. It was quite nice. As for what I won at lottery, let's see, a tablecloth, socks, 2 decorative like glass like mason jars, then a roll of duct tape, a plant, a book with a small thing of salve, like that's supposed to help with wounds, like small cuts and all that. And finally, a weird plushy thing, just like something you could like. Ah, yes, it is like this, and it looks all happy, and then you can like invert it, and suddenly it is mad. And yeah, I guess I'm fucking care, quite frankly, but anyways, red-faced Akari was there waiting for me. Sorry to keep you away. Sorry to keep you. Neither of us were able to look each other in the eye and kept our eyes firmly planted at our feet. At last, Akari found determination to lift her head.
やっぱり昨日のこと覚えてるよね?
Yeah, I do. All of it. Yesterday's thrilling events were vividly burned into my memory, especially now that the person I was with was here in front of me.
消して! その記憶を今すぐ消して!
As much as I'd love to, that's impossible for me. It was too good of an experience for me to just erase it.
恥ずかしい。恥ずかしいよ。
Akari covered her face with both hands and waved her head back and forth.
なんであんなことしちゃったんだろう。本当か。キスとか。ごめんね、ケイスケ。
Nah, I mean, Autumn and I were both pretty much complicit in it all. Besides, I didn't mind the kiss. I told you I didn't mind it, right?
それって。
She blushed an even deeper shade of red and gazed up at me. The look in her eyes was the same as it was the night before. I was absolutely captivated by her last night, and I knew I wanted to be with her forever. Despite having some booze in me, those feelings were genuine. Actually, I'd felt that way for quite some time now. Unless it was sure Akari also had feelings for me.
ケイスケはその私のこと。
Damn, I really ended the part yesterday at the start of the scene where they finally confess. Dastardly. If I were to say those words aloud, our relationship would change. I was honestly terrified, but it was sure something wonderful lay ahead of us. Deep down, a part of me could feel it. My ardent gaze met with Akari's misty eyes.
ケイスケ。
Akari, I...
うわ、やべえ、朝練に遅れちまう。
Ah!
あら、浦部、ももちゃん、おはよう。早いね。じゃ、またな。
Or not. Good. Sure! Our classmate from the track club ran off towards the academy at breakneck speed. I watched him practically fly off into the distance. We should get going too. I was so pathetic I felt like crying. My timing may have been off, but why hadn't I been able to take that next step forward? But I couldn't hide how I felt anymore, nor could I keep denying what those feelings meant. I'd definitely tell her the next chance I got. Could continued our trek to school, and the mood between us was much more stilted than before. Still, Akari seemed to be acting kind of strange. So much that she looked withdrawn due to what happened earlier, but she was still off somehow. What's the matter? So she said, but her smile looked somewhat forced. She seemed preoccupied with her lower body for some reason. She had a firm grip on the hem of her skirt and was fidgeting all the while. Yeah, she's not wearing spats. Now, you usually see them peek out from below the skirt in the sprite, but alas, you don't hear. Oh, yeah, something was different about her. Almost like something was missing. But, oh, Akari, what happened to your spats? Yes, Akari wasn't wearing spats this morning. I see. Wonder what that was all about. Was it because of what happened last night, or that I'd been disappointed when I saw her spats? It's probably being way too self-conscious, though. Nah, might even prefer it that way, I guess. Akari appeared uneasy when she looked up at me, and I shook my head from side to side. The currently spatless Akari had nothing to shield that mysterious thin fabric between her legs. My philosophy when it comes to underwear is underwear only becomes appealing when it's the only thing a girl is wearing. I don't give a shit about panty shots or just fucking discard, like just taking off panties. Just genuinely don't care. Anyways. There isn't a guy alive who wouldn't be curious, to be honest. There is, right here. You look quite happy about that. Akari replied and quickly turned her head away. However, from the corner of my eyes, I could see a smile spread across her lips. Later that day.
さて、次の連立方程式、しっかり解けるようにしないとね。
Whoa, my brain is on fire! Akari was so cute this morning. Once he got to school, she returned to her usual immaculate self. I had asked for help from Kana and Kumagichi too, but they had something to take care of and immediately went home. It appeared none of the other committee members would be joining us either. My only option was to put up with Akari's brutal tutoring.
私がこうして教える以上、平均点以上は取ってもらうわよ。
Give me a break, my brain's gonna turn to hot sake!
あらいいわね。今度飲んでみたいな。あつかん。
The hurdle had been raised significantly higher than my original goal of simply avoiding a failing mark. I'm burned out. Oh, crisp. I staggered down the hill with the dazzling sunset boring into my
吸
eyes.
血鬼の肺みたいに川に流さないようにね。続きは明日までにちゃんとやっておくこと。
Oni! Oh well, I was definitely making way more progress than I would have on my own. She was an incredible asset. I hated myself for not studying at a more steady pace. Either way, it wasn't so bad getting to study together like this. All the better since it was with a girl I loved. By the time we made it down the hill...
そういえば、ケイスケ、今日の晩ご飯は?
Luckily, we're asked with modesty. Huh? Oh, I was going to be out late because of some club things. I'm probably going to grab a lunchbox or something from the grocery store.
そっか。
Akari looked downward and mumbled with flushed cheeks. Could this be? Maybe she would come over to make me dinner again? Akari was fidgeting and gazing intently at the asphalt under her feet, but I knew she was too shy and stubborn to speak up. Hey, Akari, listen.
何?
If you're okay with it, would you make us dinner again? I was too embarrassed to look away, and looked away, but I could feel Akari's face light up from beside me.
私でよければいいわよ。乙女先輩ほど上手には作れないけど。
You sure?
ほら、食材も1人分より2人分の方が安く上がるし、それに栄養の偏った食事ばかりされて相棒さんに体調崩されても困るし、テスト前だし、だから。
Akari offered every reason she could think of. Even the way she tried to mask her embarrassment was charming.
でも晩酌はダメなんだからね。
The way she blushed and squirmed as she looked up at me was outrageously adorable. Right, then, please do. Wait,
どうかした？
Ultima isn't with us today, so I guess you won't be able to get into the men's dorm.
そうね。
Akari stopped in place, but put a hand to her chin and gave some brief thought.
まあ、そこはなんとかするわ。大丈夫。
I had no idea how she would persuade the dorm manager, but if she said so, then I bet she had some plan in mind. Seriously, alright, I get to eat Akari's cooking again today!
喜びすぎよ。
No way, if this didn't make me happy, when was I ever supposed to be? Okay, now I swung by the shopping district together to pick up some ingredients. So, what are you making today?
ケイスケは何食べたい？
Let me think. We passed by some Chinese restaurants downtown, and a display for Mapo tofu caught my eye. What do you think of Mapo tofu or something?
ごめん。実は辛いのダメなの。
I see, that explains that curry, huh? Okay then, what about something more traditional, like ginger fried pork?
いいわね。
Alright, let's get shopping then. When we headed to the butchers and produce market, the shopkeepers all started having friendly conversations with Akari. Guess she must have been famous on this island. Ultima was pretty incredible yesterday too, but Akari got an impressive amount of freebies herself. She really must be popular.
これで全部かな。買い物終わり。
Alright, why don't we head back? Took the heavier bags and returned to the dorm when
あら、ももちゃん、お買い物？こちらは彼氏？
an unfamiliar older lady spoke to her.
違います。
あらあら、やーね、照れちゃって。いいわね、若いって。ももちゃんはきっといい奥さんになるわよ。お兄さんったら、この過保物。
Well, I mean...
それじゃ、お邪魔しちゃ悪いから、おばさんは行くわね。仲良くするのよ。
だから。
The lady made a quick exit with a smirk. She reminded me of a typhoon. After being left behind, we both watched her walk off into the distance for a short while.
別に気にしなくていいから。
Sure.
行こっか。
Yeah. I was pretty embarrassed to have someone treat me like Akari's boyfriend, but I didn't dislike the idea. In fact, knowing people saw us that way actually made me happy. We walked down the street with shopping bags on tow. For whatever reason, I felt like this was true bliss. I had a spring in my step by the time we reached the men's dorm and I looked over at Akari. Now then, how exactly are you going to win over the dorm manager?
管理人さんは今管理人室にいる？
I peeked in through the front door and spotted a familiar figure at their desk. Yeah, it seems to be.
そう。なら大丈夫ね。
Akari gave a single
それじゃ
nod.
あ窓から入るから部屋の中から窓を開けてくれる？
That was a pretty outrageous suggestion to make with a smile on her face. Like, committee president, are you sure you're okay with that?
いいじゃない。委員長だってたまには冒険したくなるのよ。
As she pouted at me, I felt the sudden urge to smile. Who knew it would come to this? I never could imagine this sort of behavior out of her when we first met. Okay, when I'm ready, I'll give you the signal. Don't get caught, okay?
任せて。
Try not to trip on anything.
うん。意地悪。お邪魔します。
Akari broke into the room through the window more smoothly than I expected.
どうしたの、ケイスケ？
Oh, nothing really. I lent her a hand and looked away. Akari likely hadn't realized it herself, but her skirt had flipped up and revealed her panties when she jumped in through the window. She put an impressive amount of energy into it, and her tidy white panties were in full view. No, I couldn't tell her. For Akari's sake, I would keep this sealed away deep in my heart.
じゃ、 早速台所借りるね。
Sure, would you like me to help?
いいわ。ケイスケはのんびりしてて。
Doesn't feel right to not help out when you're going out of your way to make me
ご
dinner.
飯しか炊けないような人は戦力外です。あ、そうだ。やっておいてほしいことがあるんだけど。
What is it? I'll do whatever you
テ
want.
スト勉強？
The sound of Akari's humming and a delicious aroma wafted through the air from the kitchen. I waited for her home cooking while fighting the numerical and scientific formulas as well as my empty stomach.
よし、できた。ケイスケ、ご飯にするわよ。テスト勉強ちゃんと進んだ？
About one hand out or so.
今日はスパルタするしかなさそうね。いいわ。とことん付き合ってあげる。
Oni, save me, Motaro!
ま、とりあえずご飯にしましょう。
Oh. I helped set the table as I wept, so enough warm dishes with piping hot steam rising off them were assembled on the table. Today we were having ginger fried pork, asparagus and bonito soy sauce, as well as wakame and deep fried tofu miso soup. Time to eat!
召し上がれ。
Put my hands together and gave a bow before immediately reaching my chopsticks towards the steaming pork. Yeah, the ginger fried pork is tasty. Makes the rice taste even better.
やっぱりケイスケにご飯作るの楽しいな。
Is it?
やっぱり美味しい美味しいって言ってもらえるのすごく嬉しい。今度は何作ろうかなとか、どんなのが好きなのかなとか、いろいろ考えてる時間も結構楽しいしね。
When you put it that way, you're gonna make me blush. You know, though, I really don't think what that lady said earlier was totally untrue. I think you'd make a great wife.
もうからかわないでよ。
Akari's face and ears flushed bright pink. So she brought it up my arm.
そんな風におだてたってテスト勉強は容赦しないからね。
My plan backfired! We laughed and joked around, which made for a lively dinner. It was a little unfortunate that there was no booze involved, though. If only these moments could continue on forever. That's how I felt.
まあまあね。一応基礎の基礎は叩き込めたかな。
I phoned it up for a second, was confused. My brain's got a bell. Got a bell.
耳に線でもしてあげましょうか。
Girl, don't kick me when I'm down after I worked so hard! Once our meal was over, Akari sat at the table while I studied. Her methods were firm, maybe even a little hot cool, and refused to back down no matter how much I cried and begged. She handed me a small stack of papers and claimed they were for me to review, but a satisfied nod, she then headed into the kitchen.
はい。これ飲んで元気出しなさい。
Huh? Just as I had lost the will to go on, Akari set 2 glasses out on the table and was holding a chilled bottle of rice wine in her other hand. Huh? Are you sure?
今日は頑張ったからご褒美。はい。グラス出して。
I like how at the first she was very much opposed to it, but she's like kind of got him figured out now, and and after like actually trying it herself, has very much gone more open to it. Just a case of like, you know, keep it in moderation. Sure. I poured booze into my glass and filled it to the brim. I never thought she would approve of my drinking in a million years. Okay, then I'll pour you one.
お願い。
After I filled her glass halfway, we clinked our glasses together and took a drink. Akari tipped back her glass and took one big noisy gulp. What she did was extremely erotic.
どうかした？
Oh, I was just thinking the way you drink is super sexy. Ah, crap, I can't believe I said that out loud.
何言ってるのよ。バカ。
Akari looked away and her cheeks burned red. That expression was adorable.
ほら、グラス空いてるじゃない。ついであげるわよ。
Sure. Akari poured me another glass, then another, and another until... Stared back into her feverish, misty eyes. In this gallery, the CG was placed somewhat weirdly, so I don't 100% trust it. Anyways, my heart thundered in my chest when Akari heaved a hot sigh and softly wiggled around on top of me.
キスしてもいい？
Go ahead. Whispered in response to Akari's timid question. Our lips drew closer together, then met. Akari, I believe this made our third kiss. No matter how many times we kissed, I couldn't help but be intoxicated by the sweet, soft yet luxurious sensation her lips provided. Akari, do you like kissing?
好き。唇で触れ合ってるとね、胸がね、キューってしてたまらなくなるの。
Yeah, me too.
あのね、ケイスケ。
What?
こないだみたいな大人のキスしていい？
Briefly recalled what happened the last time. That incident almost felt like it was the apple of Eden, and I shouldn't have allowed myself to be lured in by it. Until I experienced it for myself, I had honestly underestimated what a kiss like that could do to you. I understood how terrifying a drug it could be. I wondered if I'd become a slave to kissing the next time I experienced it, and that possibility terrified me.
ダメ？
But when Akari stared at me with those glistening eyes, I couldn't tell her no. Honestly, I wanted to kiss too. Yeah, sure.
じゃあするね。
Akari's tongue slithered into my mouth and caressed my own. In that moment, I could feel pleasure racing up my spine. Perhaps it was the same for Akari. Her shoulders wiggled, and she clung tightly to me, but she made no attempt to stop kissing me. Took our time, and like what happened during our review session, we locked and sucked on each other's tongues. Stab. The pleasure of our slippery tongues tangling together enslaved us both at the blink of an eye. You can read it.
ケイスケ、大人のキスすごいよ。
Yeah, it's really something. Still, the direct stimulation of kissing was pretty incredible. Between Akari's lewd moans and heavy breathing, and with her body planted firmly on top of mine, with the chest squished against my chest, if she kept us up, then oh, wait. Oh no, Akari was really getting into it. Oh, she wasn't in the middle of raping me, right? What? Either way, it felt fantastic. I was trying desperately to hold back, but she was sucking on my tongue and practically trampling all over me. I couldn't take it anymore. I was getting hard. What is it?
ケイスケ。
Like I said, what is it?
なんかここ硬いのが当たってるよ。
There was a chance for you to still read it before I got rid of it. Akari asked, innocently rubbing her thighs and applying pressure to the space between my legs. I mean, that's because it feels good. That was a pretty lame way to put it, but if I do say so myself. Feels good, Akari asks. Yeah. Sorry, but it's the same for me too. When I kiss you, my belly feels really weird, Akari says. With that, Akari slid her hips and pressed her pelvis against my rock-hard cock. Huh? Keisuke, you were hard, Akari says. Akari! We're still fully dressed, but the realization we were dry humping made my dick spasm. Stop by. Keisuke, is it twitching? Akari asks. Yeah, I feel like this is an H scene now. I can't help it. It's because we're doing something so perverted.
そうだよね。
Yeah, it is. It is super perverted, huh? Yeah, it sure is. The super perverted line was Akari's. Felt the same for me when I think about doing something so perverted with you. Down there gets so, Akari says. Super wet rubbing against your hard penis, Akari says. Can we stop this? Just stop. Reach me. Oh, these were shivering enough for me to feel it. Saying a girl gets a turned on person was much more stimulating than any pornography I've ever seen, but penis. Going twitch and getting hard. Akari doesn't feel good. She feels great, Akari says. Couldn't help but wrap my arms around her when Akari wiggled her hips against mine. Akari, he screams out for some fucking reason. A strong Keisuke hug me, Akari says. I'm pretty sure at this point it's already kind of counts as sex scene. Now they're kissing it more. I will tell you if something relevant happens. You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna go to another step and mute the fucking audio. I have had one of my videos struck, like guidelines struck for audio before. But Jesus Christ. Boy, she just discharged. Noise quivered, and she pointed those intoxicated eyes. My eyes was filled with a truly irresistible feeling. After a short while passed, Akari's grip relaxed, and she softly brushed my chest with her fingertips. That's nice, warm, gentle. Feels super good. Yeah, your hand felt so nice, so I thought I'd try imitating you, Akari says. Hey, Casca, what do you think just happened to me, Akari says. I'm guessing you had an orgasm. That was an orgasm, Akari says. How was it? Coming like that? It was amazing, Akari says. Amazing how? I lost control of my body and just went numb. I couldn't breathe or think, and everything went blank, Akari says. But it felt absolutely incredible, Akari says. I see. Casket 2 is kind of bouncing, you know, Akari says. He came in his pants. Well, that's awkward. For you too, she says. Everyone says Spellbound Eyes was the best for turn on. Still hard. Something about still hard. Happy. Present tense, in fact. Repeat the feeling makes me happy. For no reason, no confusing reason. We both stared into each other's eyes, and our lips met once again. This time it was a gentle yet loving kiss. It was much more different compared to our erotic media session, but it made my heart race all the same. And she's asking for a round 2. Are you sure? Yeah, I want to feel good with you again, Akari says. Akari! Before I knew it, I pulled Akari into an even tighter embrace. And once again, Akari clasped my shoulders tightly. Switched to a different CG, I'm guessing. No, that's where it fucking stops, actually, it seems. Our lips met and we rocked our bodies together, our bodies against one another. Everything slipped away as we climaxed again and again. That was the sort of night it became. Then, sometime later, she'd come over to my place after school to help me study. On the way there, we'd stop in for some groceries at the local supermarket. We'd eat together, study some more. And then Akari's serving alcohol would become the catalyst for me to fawn on her, and those days would continue on. Once again, we relentlessly ground our hips together and never grew tired of it, no matter how often we did it. In fact, some told me we were becoming more and more addicted to each other by the day. So they're just kind of like really glossing over the fact that they've been continuously doing this for a couple of days, apparently. Like on the daily, it seems. Jesus fucking Christ. Keep the secret, promise to keep it a secret from everyone. Yeah, it is a secret just between the two of us. She wants to kiss. They kiss. The way Akari quivered in the afterglow of voice and when she begged for kisses was absolutely adorable. I think they're finally done. Now, the entire sequence was awkward as all fucking get out. At last, nightmarish midterms were over and we were finally getting our grades back today. That's the catalyst. She does no longer have an excuse to go over and do that, so now they have to confess. Thanks to everyone's help, there wasn't a single subject I scored lower than a 50 in. Yeah, but my standards, I did great.
Keisuke, どうだった? 答案を見せなさい.
Sure. Akari walked over to my seat and handed over my answers. She scanned it briefly and gave a satisfied nod.
やればできるじゃない.
Thanks to all you helping me. Truly was grateful to everyone, especially to Akari. It was then that Kana and Kumakichi made their way over.
ケンスケさん、どうでした?
Not only did I pass the classical and modern literature sections, I actually got a decent score thanks to you. I couldn't have done it without you.
よかったです.
英語はどうだったんだい?
As depressing as it is to admit, I managed to avoid failing because of you.
だから僕の扱いがひどいってば
Imagine failing in English, couldn't be me. Sorry, you really bailed me out, thank you.
なんか初めて素直に礼を言われた気がしてキモい
I don't want to hear you call me gross! Make up my mind already. You want me to thank or insult you?
古典、日本史、原告なんかは80点台だもんね。
It helped that I had an interest in those subjects from the start.
よし、じゃあ次は英語と理系も80点台を目指しましょうか。
Seriously, please give me a break. You're gonna make me cry for real this time.
大丈夫、大丈夫。私がついてるから。
She gave me a good, encouraging pat on the back and it made my heart leap out of my chest at the moment her palm made contact. A cheerful laughter was part of it, but knowing she'd be there for me was definitely a comment that got my heart racing.
あかりちゃん、最近明るいね。そう？
ま、偽裏騒ぎが落ち着いたってのもあるけど、それ以上の理由があるよね。
But yeah, she's probably devoid of any and all stress.
何よ、ニヤニヤして気持ち悪いわね。言いたいことがあるなら言いなさいよ。
ならば言おうじゃないか。それは
やっぱりケンスケさんといい仲になったからですよね。
その通りかな。できれば兄のセリフを取らないでほしいな。
そんな。
Kana and Kumakichi's comments made Akari's cheeks dye red. However, Akari did give a small nod.
そうね。そうかも。ケイスケは私の大事な相棒だもんね。
Yeah. She didn't deny it like she had before, but I was her partner, huh? I was feeling the slightest bit lonely when I heard that. Was I feeling the slightest bit lonely when I heard that, or was it just me being indulgent?
あかりちゃん、変わったね。
Or it was supposed to be, was feeling the slightest bit lonely when I heard that okay, or was it just me being indulgent?
そう？ケイスケさん、あかりちゃんのこと、これからもよろしくお願いしますね。
Yeah, you can count on me. I am your precious partner, right? Now it's her turn to appear
週間テ
vaguely
ストも終わっ
lonely.
たところで 席替えをする。吉備積や、あとは任せた。
わかりました。
With that, Sensei left the classroom and was as laid back as ever. I wondered if it was really okay to leave us to our own devices, but Akari sighed like it was an ordinary occurrence. Perhaps he had done that last year too. Akari jogged her way up to the podium.
まったく、玉彦先生ったら授業が絡まないとまるで無関心なのは困りものね。また乙女先輩のお尻でも追いかけてるのかしら。
The whole class bursts out into laughter.
去年一緒だった人はわかると思うけど、席順はくじ引きで決めます。異論はないわね。
Everyone present agreed to her
では
proposal.
ここに去年作った抽選箱とくじがあるから、左の席から順番に引いていってね。
She was always great at managing people, and I bet money being part of the three great families played a large role in that. But she was a pretty virtuous person at her core regardless. Now it was my turn. Oh, my seat was near the rear door. Gave me a huge advantage when making a mad dash to the cafeteria too. A pretty sweet seating assignment if I do say so myself.
みんな引いたわね。じゃあ移動始めて。
Got my things together and sat at my new seat. My vision wasn't terrible, so it felt kinda nice back here. A great view of the entire classroom. The seat next to me empty. So I thought when...
今度はお隣だね。
Ah, that seat was yours.
しばらくの間よろしくね、相棒さん。
Ah, she's so happy just now. How is she so cute? Now that the fake Uda incident had settled down and midterms finally concluded, we decided to get all the committee members together and hold a closing party at the Ticket. Doesn't feel that long ago when we were at opening ceremonies.
もう2ヶ月もすれば夏休みになっちゃうんだね。早いな。
Right, that really does fly by. Oh, there she is.
ほら、注文の甘酒ときびだんご、煮豆に茶釜まんじゅうにパフェだ。注文は以上だな。ええ、ありがとう。
Korea was no longer on probation and had more or less returned to her daily life. She was also still a member of the committee. The way she served customers was the same as ever, but she actually seemed friendlier than before. As for Akari, we'd grown much closer, and things had been rather hot and heavy as of late. Even now I was happy with how incredibly natural it felt for her to sit beside me. In all honesty, it made my heart race. What's up? Something stuck to my face.
ケイスケの顔。
That's pretty obvious!
当たり前だね。
As Akari and I had grown closer, there were a few things I'd noticed about her. Akari had kind of changed.
何が？
You have a much softer laugh now. Your smile feels more natural, even nicer than before. How should I put this? There were no more walls between us. Her smile seemed relaxed and innocent. Whenever she smiled at me, it felt like my heart would burst out of my chest.
そうかな。
Yeah.
だとしたら、ケイスケのおかげかもね。
Come on, to give me that cute smile. I won't be able to look at you in the face.
二人とも本当に仲良しなんですね。付き合ってますって言われても全然不思議じゃないですよ。
Nah, we aren't dating.
付き合ってないです。二人とも真っ赤になっちゃって可愛いです。なんかもう付き合いたてのカップルさんみたい。あ、私もそう思いました。
Hey, like we said, we aren't dating yet.
聞きました、かなちゃん。まだって言いましたよ。はい、しかと聞きました。
Whoops. Please finish.
しかと聞きました。で、まだならいつ付き合うんですか？
Quite frankly, I've been fucking waiting. Well... Akari was insanely cute when she stared up into my eyes. This could be dangerous.
さっさと告白しちゃいなよ、ユウ。
Can it bear?
しないんですか？告白。
Like I said, that's... Ah! Second thought, Akari really was super cute. She looked up at me like this. This was crazy dangerous. Martin was shouting bang bang at me. Come on!
黙って見てれば二人とも赤くなって。
Come on, anyone would turn red if you poked fun at them like this.
別にラブじゃ。もっと赤くなった。目をそらしました。どう見てもお兄ちゃんラブの目じゃないですか。
You think so?
言えないよ、そんなの。
She didn't say she was right, but she wasn't denying it either.
あかりさん、今すぐその席は私と代わりなさい。今すぐ。やだ。
Knock it off, oh, isn't it obvious Akari doesn't want
どい
to?
てお兄ちゃん、そいつこ。はい、葵ちゃん。茶釜まんじゅうですよ。
Silence! Senpai took a manju and shoved it straight into Aoi's mouth.
さあ、お姉ちゃんとあっちの席で楽しいお話をしましょうね。ダメです、行かせてください先輩。お兄ちゃんがメギツネに。あらあら、がっついちゃって。はい、おまんじゅうのおかわりですよ。
Ultimate's just over here like, shut the fuck up!
クレハちゃん、追加注文です。いいの？
Yeah, Aoi loves manju after all.
そっか。嫌いじゃないけど今はいらないよ。乙女先輩、話してください。待たせたな。茶釜まんじゅう特盛りだ。
Extra large!
ありがとう。お待ちしてました。葵ちゃん、たっぷり召し上がってくださいね。今日は私のおごりですから。どうもはおまんじゅう。
I knew I could depend on you for help, Ultimate.
で、これがそこのバカップル用だ。
She plopped a couple's drink in front of us with a heart-shaped straw for two. Aoi is slowly but surely going berserk. We didn't order this.
あ、それ私からのおごりです。お二人で飲んでくださいね。やだ。ケスケ。
Don't give me that look, Akari, it's not fair!
ほらほら、先輩の行為はきちんと受け取るものですよ。
They're being very ham-fisted about this.
うんうん。
Honestly, this was embarrassing. Crazy embarrassing, in fact. But if it was with Akari, I'd like to try drinking it. It would be a waste, and it would be rude to squander Senpai's generosity, right? So, why don't we try it? Put the straw in my mouth, and Akari put the straw on the opposite side on hers. The drink came gushing its way powerfully up our straws.
いいね。恋する二人は羨ましいね。
もう葵ちゃんたら本当におまんじゅうが好きですね。
Silenced. My heart was racing. I could feel how warm my face was. The embarrassment alone made me want to disappear. Even though doing this Akari was absolute bliss. It was honestly difficult to tell how this couple's drink tasted other than ingesting a crap ton of sugar, but it did taste like happiness. Yes, I really did love Akari a lot. How about you fucking festen finally?
今日は楽しかったですね。まんじゅう怖い。まんじゅう怖い。
Oh no, Ultimate fucking traumatized Aoi.
あらあら。それじゃあ今度またごちそうしてあげますね。もういいです。そんな恐ろしいものいりません。それよりメギツじゃなくてあかり先輩、寮に着いたらお話があります。さあ帰りましょう。すぐ帰りましょう。 うちでご飯食べていってくださいね。今日はおまんじゅうのお作りにおまんじゅうのカツレツ、おまんじゅうの姿焼きです。
With a sweet smile on her face, Ultimate took a firm hold of Ai's shoulders and dragged her away.
待って、この手を離してください。やだまんじゅうやだ。先輩、私たちもご相伴させていただいてよろしいですか？
Kana took hold of Ai's arm, but she continued to struggle.
喜んで。今日は大勢で晩ご飯楽しくなりそうですね。はい、じゃあ行きましょう。それじゃああかりちゃん、ケイスケさん、また明日あかりちゃん頑張ってくださいね。はい。
ケイスケ、グッドラック。
Your finger position's obscene, you dumbass!
それじゃあね、二人とも。
いやー、おまんじゅうは嫌ー。助けてお兄ちゃん。
Their lively little group disappeared and left the two of us alone together. There they go. Akari, what are you doing after this?
特に何も予定はないよ。
Oh, give me a break. Oh, there were those glistening eyes again. Still, okay, what to do. Despite everything that happened earlier, it was clear everyone was trying to help push us along. Akari didn't look like she hated it either. It's become difficult maintaining the current emotional status quo, too. Maybe we should man up and confess to her right here and now. But I guess it would be a little awkward to do it here, of all places. But hey, would you mind coming over and making dinner for me again?
いいよ。
She shot me a cheerful grin and I instinctively gave her a gentle pat on the head. Thanks for always doing this. Alright, let's go do some shopping then. Akari clasped her hands behind her back and walked alongside me. Oh man, that shy smile was unbelievably cute.
あら、あなたたち、相変わらず仲良しね。で、あらあら？
どうかしました？
前の方がこなれたカップルっぽかったのに、こんな初々しい感じになっちゃったので驚いてるのよ。
だから私たち。
Well, you know.
あらやだ、ごめんなさいね。あの時はまだ付き合ってなかったのね。おめでとう。まあ初々しいわね。旦那と付き合いたての頃を思い出すわ。とうとうももちゃんにも遅い春が来たのね。桃の節句は過ぎちゃったけど、思いっきり花咲かせなさいね。
With that, the lady made a quick getaway.
どうしよう。誤解しちゃったかな。
Just gotta make it not a misunderstanding anymore. Because let's be honest, they're basically acting like they're dating already anyway, so who the fuck cares when they say they started dating a day earlier? Akari shyly gazed up at me with a troubled look in her eyes. All the same, Akari hadn't corrected her. That realization alone made my heart feel full. Well, I don't really mind if she thinks of us that way. But along with it, blurted something out that was practically a low-key confession on its own.
別に私も誤解されたままでも困らないけど。
I see. She wasn't opposed to leaving things as they were. I'd forgotten a clear answer, but Akari's reply nearly made me giddy, yet unbelievably distressed. I was Fantasy Fuda and Akari was Kibitsumiya. To be perfectly honest, I wasn't sure a romance between us could work out. I racked my brain over this time and time again, and even Maoi advised against it. But it hurt more to bottle these emotions inside. I'd have to give it my all. I'd have to give it a little more thought, I guess. No, just fucking go for it. When in doubt, just quit the fucking career.
ケイスケ、飲もっか。
Oh no, she's bringing out the drinks again. Yeah, but are you
今日
sure?
はテストでいい点取ったから特別。
What about last time?
前のは勉強頑張ってたから特別。
Akari pulled out a pair of drinking glasses after our meal. This was turning into a part of our routine. Given how events typically unfolded, this would lead to the usual conclusion. When I saw how she was shyly hanging her head, it seemed to me like Akari was actually using the alcohol as a pretext because she wanted to kiss. Here, I'll do the pouring today. Akari's cheeks were red before she'd taken a sip. What she wanted was to borrow some liquid courage to forget all that bound her. Her role as committee president and her position as daughter of the Kibitsumiyas was presumptuous of me to assume.
じゃあケイスケも
Yeah. Her face was probably red too, even though I hadn't consumed a single drop of booze.
乾
Cheers.
杯おかわり
You know, aren't you drinking that a little fast?
美味しいからつい
Poured her another cup and she downed the entire contents of the glass rather nonchalantly. Akari let out a harrowing sigh about the time she downed her third glass.
ねえケイスケ
Yeah? Her sweet voice practically made my heart leap out of my chest.
抱っこ
Akari said as she slid up beside me. Despite her mature appearance, Akari could be coy and childish at times. It honestly puzzled me. And again, we had done more than the hug at this point. Sure, come here. I squeezed Akari tightly in my arms. That was all it took to make me feel irresistibly happy.
ケイスケあったかいよ
The way Akari nuzzled against my chest was super adorable. Yeah, warm and smell nice too.
ケイスケもいい匂い
With a gentle sniff, she rubbed her cheeks against me yet again. How could she be this cute? Or she could stay this way forever. I accidentally blurted that thought out loud.
私もずっとこうしてたいよ
I tightened my grip around her shoulders.
ケイスケ
I had no idea how many times those glistening eyes had looked up at me. Yet every single time they did, I'd kept my heart in check and suppressed my feelings. But I didn't think I could hold back any longer. Unless you tell me no, I'm gonna kiss
う
you.
ん言わない
Akari ordinarily initiated our kisses. It was my turn to initiate a kiss. Akari's back shuddered and she leaned against me. Akari. We shared butterfly kisses all over and over again. And then, I love you, Akari. Then, after Akari's whole body jerked back hard, tears began to glaze her cheeks. About fucking time.
私も好きだよ
They fucking made out and humped before they fucking got together. Like, by God. I mean, there's worse. There has been cases of in these visual novels where they've straight up had sex before getting together. Even if the sex was non-penetrative in some cases. Considered not to the last resort and all that. Anyways.
好きだよ好きだよケイスケが大好きだよ
Sorry, kept you waiting, didn't I?
嬉しいすっごい嬉しいからいい
I'll hold and squeeze you as much as you want. I'll give you lots of kisses too.
いっぱいしていっぱいしてでもいっぱい待ったからだから一つわがまま聞いて
What is it?
好きって言ってもっといっぱい好きって言
Love you, Akari. Love you so much. Love you like crazy. She circled her arms around my back and squeezed. I couldn't tell you how happy I was when we were together, when we kissed. And we did naughty stuff. I'd always think about how adorable you were.
私も
Pent up emotions were flooding out one after another. Akari, I love you. I'm madly in love with you. Let's be together forever.
圭介大好き
This time our kiss went on for an eternity, as if to say we would never be apart again. Do I look like a fucking idiot? See you after the H scene. Okay, I'm back real quick just because I had to read out a line real quick. Namely, Keisuke suddenly says, Akari's like, because I'm the only woman who you'll ever make spread her legs. No, hold on, I didn't go far enough. Keisuke's like, didn't I tell you I'm the one who's gonna make them open because of her legs and all that? Akari's like, awfully confident, aren't you? And he's just like, this has gone straight to my head for the record. And it's like weirdly hilarious to me. Anyways, back to the H scene. By the way, I'm watching the fucking 3-hour Xenogears video again while off to the side while I skip through this, which is like a mildly surreal experience. I don't know why I'm rewatching that, by the way. I have no fucking clue. Anyways. Okay, I feel the need to read this out real quick. I was about to start skipping, and then the line came up Akari's just like, in this situation, what do you think a girl should say during her first time? Keisuke says, damn, that I'm a desperate virgin, probably. Akari's just desperate virgin. And Keisuke's just like, act like you're disgusted with me and really sell it. I'll enjoy it. And I just sit over here like, Jesus fucking Christ, calm down, my man. And he was back skipping. They appear to be done. I'm still keeping up the censorship, though. For a short while later, we straight up against each other in bed, but...
そろそろ帰らなきゃ
See, it's already this late, huh? Since Akari lived in dorms, she did have a curfew. She'd have a certain degree of flexibility due to her circumstances with 3 great families, but she couldn't break curfew constantly and set a bad example either. I was reluctant, but it was out of our hands. I'll walk you home.
女子寮はすぐそこよ
Akari teasingly peeked at my face. She was so goddamn cute. Well, it's because we just had sex, but she seemed even cuter to me than usual. Come on, I want to stay with you a little longer. Don't make me sad. It's embarrassing.
嬉しいねえ圭介
What is it? I replied, she pulled me into a tight embrace.
またしようねセックス
Like right now, you mean? She whispered that sweetly into my ear. Hey, cut it out. You're gonna make me want to do it all over again.
今は無理だけどでも次は必ずあるから安心してだって私たち彼氏と彼女でしょ
Ah, damn, my girlfriend's too cute! Couldn't help but hug her back. She snuggled into my arms and gave me another tight squeeze. To be perfectly honest, I had experienced the biggest surprise of my life, one after another today. The thing that astonished me the most was that people were capable of falling so deeply in love with another person. Akari, I love you.
私も愛してる
See you later at school.
でもその前に
Akari fidgeted and looked up at me. Could instantly tell she was expecting something. Not be happy to oblige, since at the end of the day, I was now Akari's boyfriend. Akari? pulled her into yet another tight embrace and pressed my lips against hers. I assume that's what you wanted?
抱っこだけでよかったのに。
Didn't like it?
キスまでされたら、もっとされたくなるから困る。
Ah, God, this girl! Would have given this spoiled girl a super duper extra large hug. Would have to give, not would have given.
ダメ。ケイスケ、そんなにされたら、溶けちゃうからダメ。
Yeah, I want you to melt into a gooey mess.
ダメ。そういうのは、夜に。
Have you looked around you? Yeah, I guess so. Okay, see you at school. But for real this time, okay? The way Akari glanced behind as she rushed into the door and was so cute. I'm seriously so glad I told her how I felt. Yee-hoo! Elsewhere, in a certain room, in the women's dorm. Oh no. A single girl stood at a window and trembled.
何よ、あれ。メギツネが私のお兄ちゃんを奪う。
Considering that he's the one that kind of initiated it, it's more like he stole her. He is also a thief, so it makes sense that way. It had quickly become part of our daily routine for Akari to come to my room after school let out. She had broken in through the window every single time, but there were currently no signs that she'd been noticed.
ケイスケ、好き。
Stop giving me diabetes. You know I love you too, right? And then always charges in. One thing I had learned recently was that Akari was way needier than she let on. Oh, you adorable woman, I'm gonna hug the hell out of you!
ケイスケにキューってされるの好き。すごく好き。
She loved it when I kissed and patted her, but she loved hugging me most of all. And it seemed like whenever Akari suggested drinking, she'd become even more clingy than before. Keisuke, hug me, she says. Sure, come here. Even when we weren't fooling around, having her press get her against me like this still made me super happy. Cute! Akari was so cute, Akari! You're so cute, I mean. I wish you could stay like this forever. I never understood why people said that brand new lovers often turn into fools, but it made perfect sense now. I think it was supposed to say. Yeah, it made perfect sense now. Once you learned that there was something this fantastic in the world, you wouldn't neglect and drop everything entirely for it. Yep, I guess I might have to watch out for that. It was a Kibutsumiya, and she seemed to be aiming for excellence. Also, I couldn't keep my head in the clouds forever. One reason was Akari and her family, namely a relationship with Maki. I wanted to hear a little more from Maki regarding that incident. It might require me to have a direct conversation with her at least once more. The other reason was I was Fantasy Fura and Akari was Kibutsumiya. One was the cat, the other the mouse. Our relationship was one you'd often see portrayed in manga, but it sat poorly with me now that it actually become a part of this dynamic in real life. Some might say if I had a problem with it, I shouldn't have fallen in love from the start, but it's called falling in love for a reason. Just kinda fucking happens, even without your fucking input. Telling me not to fall for such an adorable creature would be completely unreasonable. However, it would be difficult for me to settle down now that I inherited the role of Phantom Fuda. One day I might need to leave this place. Heck, there was no reason for Aoi and I to stay on this island at all now that the fake Fuda incident was resolved. Once Grandpa gave the order, we would once again... well, my only choice was to resolve each issue at a steady pace. So many things would be set in motion very soon. Whoa.
何考えてたの？
About you.
難しい顔してたけど。
I really need to be more careful not wear my heart on my sleeve. It's true. Even now, you're the only thing on my mind. For the time being, I had to push all the complicated issues out of my mind. I gave Akari a soft kiss. Akari? Once I squeezed Akari tightly and my lips touched hers, that warmth and softness instantly filled my mind. I stroked Akari's skin with my fingertips. And squeeze, I gave the drooping peaches on her chest a good rub. Akari's sweet moans got an instant reaction out of a certain appendage between my legs. Oh, again?
ケイスケの固く。
We're really gonna pull the back-to-back age scenes here now. Because you're all I can think about. I massaged Akari's breasts and her body shivered with each stroke of my palm. Ah, cute, so cute. Akari, I want to have sex. Geez, Keisuke is such a perv, Akari says. She gently closed her eyes and perked up her lips. I gave that sweet fruit a kiss. Yeah, it was difficult for me to say that the future was bright. But right now, at this very moment, I wanted to bask in my love for Akari. Okay, so no H scene then. Just scene transition. Motherfuckers.
ケイスケ
On the way to school, Akari spotted me and jogged over to my side.
おはよ
Morning. Damn, I thought I got out of here pretty early, but you beat me to the punch again.
う。だから先に来なくてもいいってば。私が好きでやってるだけだし。
Come on. Would it be bad if I kept my girlfriend waiting?
いいの。私、こうしてケイスケ待ってる時間が好きなの。今日はどんなこと話そうかなとか、何しようかなとか。
She just made my heart pang. You're saying all sorts of cute stuff today! I hugged Akari on reflex. Huh? Oh, why did you pull away?
ごめんなさい。今はダメ。
Right.
行こっか。
Sure. What's that all about? You wouldn't ordinarily get all mushy and say, oh no, in this super cute voice. Aoi is watching. It was making me feel pretty gloomy. Though we were able to carry on an ordinary conversation after the fact, it felt like she was casually sidestepping me anytime I tried to make any physical contact. I thought she liked being hugged. It was so weird, Akari. Never noticed it before, mostly because Akari was the one who got all clingy and needy, but I guess I wanted to flirt with her too. Took notes, like my life depended on it, and glanced over at her repeatedly throughout the day. Oh, that serious look of hers was cute too. Alright, next break time, I was gonna hug the hell out of her. Once I made sure Sensei had left the classroom. Akari! I walked up to Akari, who was still seated, and hugged her tightly from behind. As usual, she was soft and smelled so nice.
ダメ。ケイスケ。それ、
Adorable.
すごいです。二人とも大胆になりましたね。
fucking Kana shows over like, damn!
いやー、人間変われば変わるもんだね。
やめて。ダメ。ここじゃみんな見てるから。
star and we're dating, aren't we?
人前でこういうことしないで。
Akari, you're such a cutie.
ダメ。もうすっごい恥ずかしいよ。
Akari, there.
頭撫でちゃダメ。ケイスケ。
Woo! This was it. This was the reaction I was looking for.
神聖な教室でなんて羨ましい。許せないよ、浦部圭介。
お堅そうなももちゃんがあんなにナスがままに。
Oh, next period already. Too bad. I reluctantly yet gently let go of Akari. A totally deflated Akari flopped face down onto her desk. I may have overdone it a little. Man, sorry, I guess I went too far, huh?
後で覚えてなさいよ。
Akari shot me an adorable looking glare with bright red cheeks. Ah, Akari was cute when she got like this too. Then, within milliseconds of the lunch bell ringing throughout campus...
ケイスケ、ちょっと来なさい。
Ow! Don't talk in my ear! What's with you all of a sudden?
いいから来なさい。ちょっとそこへ正座しなさい。
Scary! Hey, what's going on?
いいから正座。
Okay. Gave her to the intensity of Akari's imposing stance. Sat with my feet flat to the floor and looked up at her.
どうして人がダメって言ってることするの？
I just thought you were going odd, don't. You may not have meant it literally. When you were going odd, don't.
そりゃそういう時もあるけど、今日のは本気でダメだったの。
Well, then, what times will I know you mean it for real?
委員会の人たちはともかく、教室とか道の途中とか人の目がいっぱいあるところはダメ。
Is this a matter of appearances?
そうよ。私は一応吉備津宮家の人間なんだから。
Yeah, no, she said it. That may be so. Miyas were the leaders of 3 great families that governed this island. It would totally annihilate her public image if people saw her getting all lovey-dovey over some random guy. Fair enough. You're completely right. I'll be more careful when we're out in public from now
分か
on.
ってくれたらそれでいいわ。それともう一つ理由があるの。
What's that?
ケイスケ。
Akari completely contradicted everything she just said and clung to me with a sugary sweet tone in her voice. Wait, Akari, are you okay with this?
バカ。さっきは辛かったんだから。
Huh? Huh?
人前じゃ思いっきり甘えられないもん。我慢するの辛かったんだからね。
That's how it was. Why you're so cute! I changed stances and hugged Akari tightly.
ケイスケ。
Sorry, Akari, I'll be more careful from now on.
ケイスケにこうされると甘えたくてたまらなくなるんだから。
I'm sorry.
もういいの。
Sure enough, I bet it would be rough if she couldn't couldn't be affectionate comfortably. I want her to show her affections freely too. Partially as an apology, as I hugged Akari, as I brushed her hair. Well-groomed black hair was glossy and silky again today. Love your hair, so pretty and smells wonderful.
ケイスケもいい匂いするよ。それにあったかい。
Ah, seriously, this woman, how unbelievably adorable.
あらあら、これは可愛い先客さんがいらしてますね。
Whoa, senpai!
これが噂のあかりちゃん抱っこですね。私も仲間に入れてくださいな。これは大丈夫ですよ、そのままで。
Senpai sat her lunch on the desk. I came up behind her flustered Akari and clung to her back.
じめするなんて。
Well, I guess it's because I'm a boyfriend or something like that.
私もこうやってあかりちゃんをギューってしたいです。
Senpai added with a smile and clung to Akari even tighter. Since we were both hugging her, Senpai's face was awfully close to mine. It was kind of accelerating on its own. Wait, no, I was devoted to Akari. I would never cheat on her.
これすごい。すごい。あったかいよ。あったかいよ。かわいい。よしよしよし。
Senpai was hugging Akari and brushing her fingers through her hair. She had gone completely limp in my arms.
先輩。あらあらあら。これはたまらない可愛さです。先輩。
Akari called out sweetly, clung to Senpai on her own accord. To top it off, she buried her face in her boobs and even nuzzled her.
かわいい。ケイスケくん、たまにでいいですから、あかりちゃんを貸してくださいな。
Well done, Senpai. I never thought you'd get Akari to snuggle up to you like that. I'm actually a little jealous. Well, this was Senpai we're dealing with, so I guess this was fine. It wasn't half bad to see Akari act so mushy off to the side, either.
お母さん。
Senpai and I exchanged a quick glance upon hearing Akari's quiet whisper. She appeared bothered by her comment and gave Akari a sad yet sympathetic look. Slowly yet kindly, she brushed Akari's hair like a mother would for their child.
よしよし。いい子いい子。お母さん。
It suddenly occurred to me that Akari's home life might play a rather large part in how clingy she could be. From what I could recall, Akari probably hadn't received enough attention from Maki after her old man passed away. Repercussions presented themselves like so. If I thought of it like that, I could accept it. I could never be Maki's replacement, but I didn't want her to feel lonely whenever I was around. Whenever we were alone, I would continue to hug her as much as she wanted. During our 5th period break, I had a sudden craving for tea and made a mad dash for the vending machine. Being Japanese by nature, I strongly preferred green tea and Japanese liquor over black tea and Western booze.
だからさ、大丈夫だって、ももちゃん。
本当？
ほんとほんと。みんなやってるから。といけない。じゃ、ファイト、ももちゃん。
あ、ケイスケ？
Yeah, I am indeed Keisuke. What were you talking about?
いや、ケイスケ、今日さ、放課後とか、時間、ある？
Sure, are we going out? If so, I'd love to join you.
じゃあさ、
Dato.
いいわよ、今のうちに。
Sorry to intrude. I was in the women's dorm!
案ずるより産むが安しね。ちょっと拍子抜けしちゃった。
I was super nervous personally. Even more so than when I was out stealing mystic treasures. Still, are you sure it's okay for me to be here?
そういうやらしい言い方しないでよ。ケイスケだけだからね。
Things my Akari said were as cute as ever. Sorry, I know. I gave her a gentle hug. You don't normally do something this ballsy is all.
あのね、結構女子も男の子を部屋に入れちゃう子多いんだって。
Oh.
噂は前から聞いてて、その時はしょうがない人たちだなって思ってたけど、今ならその気持ちがわかるの。
Accidentally spilled a tiny little bit. And I do mean a tiny little bit. This is just a mere droplets. And that's it.
だって二人っきりでくっつける場所ってこの島じゃそうないんだもの。
Sure, this island doesn't have a love hotel or anything similar. Well, that's what that isolated island was for.
ケイスケのエッチ。
Akari wiggled around in my arms. A time must have flashed into her
で
mind.
も 実はわかる。私もケイスケといっぱいイチャイチャしたいから。
Ah, God! Why did everything out of this girl's mouth make my heart feel like it was gonna explode? I could do even tighter on reflex. Yeah, I want to flirt and be lovey-dovey with you all the time, too.
ケイスケ。
Ah, it was so cute when she rubbed up against my chest. I considered giving her a kiss, but held back for a moment and gently patted the back of her head instead.
優しいの好き。すごく好き。
After petting her like so time and time again, I took her by surprise and gave her a tight squeeze.
これも好き。
I sure do love hugs.
ケイスケの抱っこ好き。すごく幸せな気持ちになれるの。
Akari's expression softened as she spoke. This was so different from her usual dignified attitude, and it felt good knowing the expression she was wearing was reserved for me and only me. As I gazed at her, I could feel my heart growing warmer. Yeah, I'm happy to. So he caressed Akari's back. You know, I've changed schools more times than I can count, and I've never had time to make friends, much less a girlfriend. Getting to spend time with you like this. It was always a dream beyond a dream for me. What is it?
また転校しちゃうの？
The blissful expression vanished into thin air, and Akari looked like she was on the verge of tears. There was a reasonable possibility of a transfer. I'm not sure yet.
じゃあやっぱりまたどこかに行っちゃうの？
Sorry, I've got family stuff of my own to deal with. It's hard to tell what their plans will be down the line.
そっか。家の都合か。
The now docile Akari wore a gloomy look on her face. The fact she repeated what I'd said was probably because Akari could relate with her own family life. Akari rubbed against my chest over and over again, and
ね
then...
え、もしその時は、もしこの島を出ていくその時は、私も一緒に連れてってくれる？
Of course, I wanted her to come with me. I didn't want to leave her. However, everything Akari said was like an unattainable dream. Even I felt exactly the same way. I wanted to take her anywhere she wanted to go. Part of me felt like nothing else mattered as long as we were together. Akari. Never noticed how truly happy she made me. I was pretty sure I was pretending not to notice. Akari's entire family sought to capture me, Phantom Thief Uda. Our relationship was similar to that of a phantom thief and detective. Things worked out between us. What should we do if that were possible?
ケイスケ。
Momentarily considered the possibility of abandoning our families and eloping, and it didn't sound half bad. Second thought, it didn't seem quite right. It was like I inherited the role of Phantom Thief Uda for superficial reasons. Besides, I was sure Maki would be upset if we went that far. I couldn't do that to her. If there was no possible way for us to stay together for the long haul, then I wanted to at least do some for Akari and Maki.
ケイスケ、ダメかな？
Oh, the lonely voice brought me to my senses.
聞いてた？私のお願い。
Yeah, I was. I definitely wish we could.
こういう時くらい約束するよって言ってよ。そんな遠くを見るような目をしないでよ。
Making eye contact was painful, but I was positively captivated by her.
で
Sorry.
も、ケイスケのそういう誠実なところは好き。
You're attempting to make the man you know cannot lie a lie. It will not work. Akari added and pressed her lips against mine. I wasn't always the one who moved in to initiate a French kiss, but Akari was being kind of assertive. I was always the one who moved in to initiate a French kiss, but Akari was being kind of assertive today. She softly gripped my wrist and led me towards her chest. We had slept together a number of times already, but she was acting quite bold now compared to her earlier submissive behavior. Obviously didn't dislike when Akari was like this either. And what do you think of my insincere side?
例えば
Like I go ape when I'm with you. Also this. Grabbed Akari's hand and pressed it against the bulge on the outside of my pants. There she giggled and didn't seem the least bit of surprise.
ある意味これは誠実なんじゃないの？
I mean, I guess having you touch me like this wouldn't be too surprising, huh?
このぐらいで驚いてたら、ケイスケの彼女は務まらないわ。
Aww, you're now the kind of woman who gets off on grabbing a man's dick, huh?
別に喜んではないし。
Why are you stroking my dick then?
もう先にケイスケが触らせたんじゃない。
Like so, Akari leaned against me and stared at me intently.
ね
Hey Keisuke, want to have sex? Akari asks. Hearing her whisper those particular words in such a sweet voice had immense destructive power.
え、今ピクッ
Penis
て
just
した。
twitched, Akari says. Quite assertive today.
そうしないと、ケイスケがどこかへ行っちゃいそうだから。
I was sort of lost for words as Akari lovingly snuggled up to me. Akari gave me a troubled smile and, after shaking her head, it quickly curved into something much more devious.
今日は私がしてあげる。ケイスケは楽にしててね。
Hey now, what are you planning?
私だってその気になれば、ケイスケにすごいことできるのよ。
Amazing things, huh?
そうやって余裕でいられるのも今のうちなんだから。
Akari grubbed at my crotch with a less than familiar technique as she curled her soft body like a cat in front of me, and then... and we skippin' boys. Oh, she's back to spats. But anyways, back. They appeared to be done fugging. After taking a shower and changing... Okay, they're changed. We later sat beside each other on the bed. The way Akari plopped her head against me was unbelievably precious. The wonderful aroma of shampoo from her freshly washed hair sent my heart aflutter. Those pajamas are cute.
ありがとう。お気に入りなの。嬉しいな。
You have the day off tomorrow. Wanna go somewhere?
ケイスケとならどこへでも。でも今すぐ一緒に行きたいところがあるかな。
Where?
お布団の中。
Did you not get enough?
違うわよ。ムードぶち壊しじゃないの。バカバカバカ。
Ow, sorry. What did you mean then?
一緒に寝てほしいってだけだもん。
This lonely girl. Ah, damn, she was cute. Couldn't take it anymore and hugged Akari close. Yeah, sorry for the mix-up. Let's sleep together tonight.
一緒。その前にお休みのキスが欲しいな。
Why, you're adorable. Oh no, I slipped up and stuck my tongue in, and now I didn't think I could stop.
それお休みのキスじゃ。
Akari, you're so cute.
いい加減にせんか
ー！青い！
葵じゃないよ。何やってんのさ、お兄ちゃん。
Don't make me say it, it's embarrassing. Calling what we had been doing just a short time ago. made my cheeks flush bright red. I don't trust it.
そりゃあんだけあん言ってり恥ずかしいことでしょうよ。
It's because Akari was being loud.
だってケースで激しいんだもん。声出ちゃうよ。
In a good way?
すっごく。だから二人の世界に入るの禁止だってば。不潔だよ。不潔すぎるよお兄ちゃん。私以外の女とまぐわってるなんて。
Hey, girls shouldn't talk about fornicating. That's even worshipful.
ケイスケまさか葵ちゃんと
No, I'm not perverted enough to screw my blood-related sister. Also, Aoi is just a creature known as a little sister. She's not a woman at all.
ひどいよお兄ちゃん私を捨てるんだうわーケイスケ本当よね葵ちゃんとエッチしてないよね
Ah, damn it all. Somebody do something about these two.
お兄ちゃん分かってるの相手は吉備宮なんだよ怪盗裏の宿敵なんだよ
I'm well aware of that. Aoi and I returned to my dorm room and held a meeting regarding Phantom Thief Uda. We obviously couldn't have this conversation in Akari's room.
ならどうしてあのメギツネに惚れちゃったの
Don't call her that, and I'm sure as hell I have a reason for falling head over heels for her. You love what you love. There's no controlling it.
開き直ったよこの人
What else do you expect me to do?
目の前にこんな可愛い妹がいるのに他の女に手を出すなんてお兄ちゃんはどうかしているよ一歩だよ
I mean, the fact that he just, like, laid pipe on Akari quite fiercely clearly shows that he isn't impotent. Don't call me impotent! I'm perfectly spry every single morning. Also, the only thing wrong here is that head of yours.
ひどいよこれは浮気だよ私というものがありながら
I'm telling you, you're my little sister and nothing more. Siblings can't have relations like that. Relationships like that.
しかも童貞をあかりさんに捧げちゃったんだ
But, I mean, well, yeah.
気持ちよかった
Yes, very much so.
ひどすぎるよお兄ちゃんの童貞は妹のものだって法律で決まってるのに
Like hell it does! Which country's laws are those? Alabama. Dealing with Aoi was wearing me out. That off-kilter personality of hers really had gone into overdrive lately. However, if I set aside all of her little sister talking points, there was some reason to what she was saying. I indulged my adoration lust for Akari and set the issue aside for later, but the romance between thieves and detectives were portrayed as blighted loves fairly often in manga and games. I could watch or read about them without a second thought, but they weren't anything like I'd experienced for myself. In reality, at this point, I was faced with the decision of dating Akari and resigning as a phantom thief.
で浮気者のお兄ちゃんは今後どうするつもりなの
Well, fair enough. That won't be an easy path, just like you said.
怪盗やめる
No, I won't. Proud of the fact I'm Uda. I have no intention of quitting my position as the third generation Uda. I hope and pray that it won't end like this, but there is a possibility that Akari finds out that he's Uda, and in the moment gets really pissed about it, which makes him like, okay, well, fuck, she hates me now. Guess I should just leave, and just goes off on another mission, and she immediately feels bad about it and is like, okay, well, I was trying to catch Uda now, I'm even gonna try to catch Uda even more now. I need to fucking get my boy toy back.
じゃあどうするの
Let me think. I racked my brain for a moment. As well talk things out with Aoi and use it as a chance to get the current state of events in order. I found that Uda and Akari is one of his pursuers. This relationship came into being precisely because Uda targets mystic treasures.
そうだね
Uda was in possession of a book containing information on unknown mystic treasures, which three great families recovered. The great families have already subdued the other treasures. This suggests that there's no need for us to steal from this island any longer, correct?
それは私たちが判断することじゃないよ昔おじいちゃんは抜き打ちテストだって言って吉備宮の倉庫に忍び込んだって言うし
Oh yeah, I guess that did happen. Can I think of it? Mikichi and Akari had mentioned something about Phantom Thief Uda sneaking into Kibitsumiya's stone door. Security had tightened up since then, and the estate had become an impenetrable
そ
household.
れと私たちの使命がどういうのか分かってるよねこの島に秘宝がなければ他の場所に行くだけだよ日本にはまだまだ発見されてない秘宝がたくさん眠ってるんだから 今はまだ待機だって言われてるけど、仕事だから明日ここ引き払えって言われたらどうするの？あかりさんと離れ離れになっちゃうよ。遠距離恋愛は辛いって言うよ。
I know all that. You can more or less imagine how rough it'll be. Considering all the flirting Akari and I had been doing until shortly before, always emotional thrashing was piercing into the crown of my head. I would love to keep being lovey-dovey with Akari forever, but reality was harsh.
それと、仮に私が1億歩譲ったとしても、おじいちゃんが交際を許さないと思うよ。
Some tells me his grabs would just be like, fuck it, go for it. I've experienced his interactions with grandpapa enough to be like, ah yeah, he would just be like, hell yeah, damn fucking right, you fucking kudos to you, you managed to get one of the Kibutsumios. That's fucking sick, my man. Probably not. She was right. In a certain sense, this may be the biggest obstacle standing in my way. Start with, what can I do to get you to give in?
そうだね。おじいちゃんが許したら譲ってもいいよ。
You're really cranking the difficulty up to the max there.
私もそう思う。だからこそだよ。
My Vanity Fuda makes the impossible possible. I'll try talking to Grandpa.
無理ゲーだと思うけどな。
Following that conversation, we gave Grandpa a call and now found ourselves called to the park in the dead of night. There was nobody to be found in the silent park. Why had he chosen this place?
来たな、孫たちよ。
Found my answer to that very question once I spotted Grandpa shouting out at the top of his lungs from the top of the street light. He always did love flashy entrances, not that I was one to talk. Then, after a satisfying nod, he soundlessly landed on the ground and gave me a stern look.
話は葵から聞いておる。圭介よ。吉備津宮の嬢ちゃんとの話は誠なのだな。
Yeah, it's true. I'm in love with Akari, deeply.
いつの間にか色気づきよって。まだまだケツの青い坊主だと思っておったのだがの。
Sounded kind of amused as he laughed. Given how things were going, could this possibly mean? Thinking that for even a second was naive of me.
このバカ者が!
Without warning, Grandpa punched me in the gut and literally sent me flying. Ouch, that hurt like hell. Something told me it did barrel through the air. To make matters worse, the inside of my mouth felt cut up and I tasted iron. Shit, must have chipped a tooth. Shook my head, pulled myself together, and glared Grandpa down head on. Hey, what the hell are you doing? You throw me off guard and then suddenly wail on me? That's dirty, old geezer!
やかましいこのバカですが! お前、自分が何をやろうとしておるのか分かっているのか?
I just fell in love with a woman! Or would you prefer I do some guy up the ass instead, huh?
このたわけが!
Ah!
ついた惚れたは自然の摂理。それは良い。だがお前は怪盗裏。吉備津宮とは相入れぬ存在。その事実を隠しながら、女王ちゃんと付き合うというのか?
Shut up and plan to tell her everything someday.
ほざけ、このバカですが!
Ah!
お前が正体を明かせば、嬢ちゃんは家を捨てるか、吉備津宮としてお前を捕まえなくてはならないではないか。どの道を選んでも、嬢ちゃんは嘆き悲しむ。違うか?
Yeah, you may be right. However, how can I just go, oh, you're right, and break up with her just because of that? I love Akari.
だからお前はアホなのだ!
Ah! Damn it, you keep smacking me around. What are you so upset about?
少しは成長したと思ったが、やはりお前はまだ青い、青すぎる。気持ちだけでは、思いだけでは人は幸せにはなれぬのだ。それがわからんのか、このバカ孫が!
Here comes Dynamite Lecture. I have no intention of breaking up with Akari come what may. No matter what happens, I love Akari through it all.
これは一発の男が言うセリフだ。
Shut up! Qualifications are irrelevant when it comes to making someone happy. You're starting to piss me off!
わしとやる気か。よかろう。来い。教育してやる。
Don't underestimate me. It's time for the student to become the teacher, geezer. Say your prayers!
てめえよ。 はいはいはいはいはい。
Damn it, he wasn't holding his punches at all! Shine! Just what I wanted! Huh? A lot of screaming.
少しは腕を上げたようだが。
What was that just now? I couldn't see.
はいはいはいはいはいはい。チェスト。
Shit, my knees are trembling. That has pushed me to my limits.
スピードと勢い任せの拳など蝶々も同じ。威勢のいいセリフを背負うには軽すぎる拳よ。未熟未熟未熟。
Shit, you geezer.
威勢がいいのは口先だけか。この青二歳目が。お前の思いはそんなものか。もっと気合を見せてみろ。
Quit screwing around. The real deal's coming your way now.
その割には立つのがやっとではないか。
Shit, figured me out. I really gone all out. Speaking of which, my head was pounding. A dull pain coursed through my arms from taking all those blows. I confide the confidence in my stamina, but that battering was pretty outrageous. My muscles were left trembling. Still, I couldn't give in now. I had to see my love for Akari through. Come on, quit whining and get ready. Don't blame me for strain that back of yours. Got it, Gramps. Caught my breath, meditated, and let that energy wash through my body. Doing so, I managed to repay my sneering knees and downplay the pain from my wounds. I'm obviously in love with her. No matter what happens, I'll make her happy.
その言葉。して証明してみせ。
That's the idea! I concentrated the last of my strength in my right hand and made a beeline at Gramps. Then my fist lunged forward with as much power as I could muster. There was feedback. I was positive my fist landed a clean hit against his jaw. How's that? Seriously, you're right. I should have done it. Shouldn't be able to stand back up.
急須猫を噛むか。少々侮っておったようだ。
Wait, why was he still standing?
さて、宣言した通り、吐いた言葉を背負う重みを。セラセラセラセラセラセラセラセラセラセラ。所詮はネズミ。猫にはかなわなんだな。
Shit, I can't
こ
move.
れがお前の実力よ。こんな未熟な拳のまま人一人の一生を背負おうとは肩払いたいわ。
Shut up, I'll stay with Akari regardless.
だろう。今ここでお前の甘っちょろい考えを修正してくれるわ。
Crap, Grandpa took the stance for a secret technique. I better brace myself for the full month it would take to recover from this. Damn it, I talked a big game but couldn't win in the end. Talk about lame.
おじいちゃん、もうやめて。
しかし葵よ、ここでこいつの甘ったれた根性を修正しておかねば今後のためにならんぞ。
修正しすぎて壊しちゃったら意味ないでしょ。
That's your Jeff Rose stepping out. It's time for me to make a magnificent comeback.
Hey!
No!
なるほど、お前の分を残しておけということであったか。
まあそんな感
葵にさえしてやられるとはな。威勢のいいことを言っておきながらなんてざまだ。
Quit screwing me, goddammit, next time I won't lose.
わしに勝とうなど100年早いわ。
Oh,
が最後の一撃はなかなか骨があったな。少しは腕を上げたようだ。
told you next time I'm gonna surpass you for sure.
まだ減らず口を叩きよるか。まあそれくらい気が良くなくては吉備津宮とはやっていけんだろ。惚れた女が吉備津宮の娘とは、天使というものはなかなかに愉快なものよ。よかろう。あの一撃に免じて嬢ちゃんと付き合うのを許そうではないか。
なんで今までの流れでどうしてそうなるの？
I assume there's a butt coming. I spat out the bullet that had pooled in my mouth, picked my staggering body up, and shot him a glare.
さよう。誠に嬢ちゃんを愛し、その人生を背負っていくというなら、それもまた一興。だが、もしも手に入れた宝を汚すような真似をしてみろ。その時は、お前を破門とする。駆け落ちなどという逃げに走ったら、わし自ら引導を渡してやるから、覚悟しておけ。嬢ちゃんのことが片付くまで、怪盗裏としての活動を禁ずる。では、さらばだ。
Having said his piece, Grandpa turned aside and concealed himself in the shade of the trees. I immediately searched for him, but he was nowhere to be found. Damn him, he ran his mouth and then ran away. Ow!
お兄ちゃん大丈夫？相当コテンパンにされたみたいだけど、お顔がボコボコに腫れてるよ。
Give me 3 days and I'll be all better. It's no big deal. You forgot that you're going on a date with Akari tomorrow.
もういくら鬼の血を引いてるからって体は大事にしなよ。
I wiped a handkerchief in the stream and wiped away the blood and dirt from my face. The chilly handkerchief felt wonderful against the burning injuries all over my body.
ほら、じっとしてて。ちゃんと冷やさないと。
As much as nothing.
まあ、前よりいい男になってるし、あかりさんに見せるならこの方がいいかもね。
Shut
そ
it.
れで、頭の方は冷えた？
Yeah, I was in a pretty lame shape after that magnificent rampage went on, but I did understand. Feelings alone weren't enough to ensure everything would work out. Still got a lot to learn, don't I?
でも、お兄ちゃんの気持ち、ちょっとだけわかるかな。
What's up, you now
だって
too?
恋しちゃったらいろんなものが見えなくなるのわかるもん。どんなに高い壁があったって乗り越えたい。その人と一緒にいたい。そういう気持ちは理屈じゃないんだよ。
I just noticed that it's the worst girl's last CG in the background currently. I'm talking Oshiori Yamamita. I say worst girl, it makes it always sound so terrible. Misa's route is still very much enjoyable. It's just that while it would be a very good route in the context of a lot of other visual novels, in the context of Oshiori Yamamita, it's just kind of mediocre compared to the rest. Like, put Misa's route in Hatsukoi 1-1 and it would be like a top 3 route. Instantly. Probably second best because I have some personal grudges with Maya's route personally. But hey, that's just me. Anyways. Oh yeah.
今さらこういう風に言っても信じてもらえないかもしれないけど、私お兄ちゃんが好きなんだよ。一人の 女の子として。
You're serious, aren't you?
本気だよ。
That comment, away. Suddenly stole my lips.
これで信じた？
The idiot, what in the world are you doing?
ごめんね。ファーストキスあげちゃった。
Man, it's too important to give away to your brother.
本当にごめんね。キスするなら今しかないなって思って。きっと最初で最後のチャンスだから。
Oh, everything she had done up to this point had been so extreme. Just felt more like she was putting an end to her brother-loving ways. Now she told me in such a serious setting, I couldn't sidestep my way out of this. By all rights, I should scold her for kissing me, but I really didn't feel like doing that at the moment. Yeah, I guess you've got it bad too. A couple of obstacles that are too rough to overcome do immediately come to mind.
まあね。お父さんやお母さんに知られたら大変だね。多分感動されちゃうよ。
Oh, I joked, but I was sure she'd suffered up until this point. And she was definitely suffering as we spoke. After her chest probably felt like it would burst. Still, I had Akari. Couldn't accept Aoi's feelings. With a gentle sigh, I put my hand on Aoi's head and gave her a light pat.
兄ちゃん。
Understand how you feel. Thank you. But I still can't see you as anything more than a sister. Listen, I do love you, but just as a family member. One and only precious little sister I have in the whole world. Is that not enough?
オンリーワンか。悪くない響きだね。
Something you could accept.
考えとく。
I see. Thank you. As the tears ran down Aoi's face, I gently patted her head again and again, over and over until she finished wiping her eyes. After walking Aoi home, I filled a glass with cold sake and looked up at the moon. I loved Akari. I'd never fallen so hard for someone before. I wanted to treasure Akari in these feelings. I wanted to stay by her side forever. But Akari was a member of the Kibutsumiya family, and I was Phantom Thief Ura. Was there really a way I could make Akari happy without retiring from being a Phantom Thief? Things would be fine for a while, but a day would eventually come that we would clash with their family. When that happened, Akari would be upset. Akari had said she would go with me when I left this island, but she'd have to leave her family behind. Akari was proud to be part of the Kibutsumiyas. To be precise, she was proud to be part of her old man's lineage. She had no siblings, making Akari the last legitimate successor to the Kibutsumiya bloodline. I was very well aware of that fact. And from the Kibutsumiya's family's point of view, she was far more valuable than any mystic treasure. There was no way they would let her go so easily. Yet again, I was surprised they accepted her living alone if that were the case. Maki treasured her as much as she let on. She likely would have wanted to keep her close by. Well, she may have come to the conclusion that temporarily giving her some space may be the best, considering how much Akari seemed to detest her. Akari and Maki, huh? Wasn't clever enough to consider all these different matters at the same time. In which case, better work on resolving the issues immediately at hand. First off, I would get Akari and Maki to make up. I could consider what to do about the issue of Ura and Kibutsumiya's together after the fact. Yes, this wasn't only my problem. This involved Akari and Maki as well. If they could mediate their relationship, I was sure Akari would smile. It was an element of her happiness. Once that was made a reality, I knew I could discuss about a future together. With that belief in mind, I recalled Akari's smile as I quietly closed my eyes. Now I am starting the next scene at least a little bit, because I want to see Akari's reaction seeing him beat the fuck up. Morning!
どうしたの？
I can notice my small face. He looked up at me with concern. Well, that was the expected reaction in a certain sense. I was really happy she was worried for me, though. Actually, I got into a fight with my grandpa yesterday. That bastard really did a number on me. I endured a number of punches, and the back of my neck was pretty stiff too. Moving my head even a little caused an awful crackling noise.
大丈夫？
Give me another 2 days and I'll be good as new. An old man's punches are no big deal. The truth was, it actually hurt a ton, but I couldn't very well admit
で
that.
も、どうしておじい様と喧嘩したの？
Well, it's a little difficult to talk about, but when I told him I was dating you, he was against it and hit me, so I got angry and punched him back. I scratched my cheek and I answered honestly. There was no need to tell her it was mostly one-sided in his favor, though. Yeah.
おじい様、私たちが付き合うの反対なんだ。
I mean, he did end up conceding in the end, but, well, you know how it is. He told me I need to become a man who's worthy of you and whatnot. Anyhow, the problem isn't with you. He just said that I'm still too immature. Her reply was vague, like she both did and didn't accept it. Well, there is some logic to what he told me. There certainly are problems that feelings alone can't resolve. However, I'd like to try resolving those issues one by one. Two of us together. Flashed her cheerful smile. That was my own unique conclusion that I had arrived at yesterday. And when I did, Akari's expression softened and she softly linked arms with me. Thank goodness. She smiled for me again. Yeah, everything would be okay as long as she smiled. That was just how she made me feel. That's right, as long as we were together, I was sure everything would work out somehow. And that's where we're gonna end it today. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. See you next time. Bye-bye.